Hello everyone, welcome to the Upfront. In a chilling reminder of how fragile our democracy can be when fear overpowers justice, a recent fact-finding report has exposed the disturbing truth behind the brutal mob lynching of 39-year-old Mohammad Ashraf from Wayanad, Kerala in the Kudupu area of Dakshina Kannada, Karnataka. Released in Bangalore by multiple human rights organizations, including the People's Union for Civil Liberties, the Association for Protection of Civil Rights, and the All India Lawyers Association for Justice. The report unravels glaring lapses by the police, a worrying atmosphere of public apathy, and the state's role in enabling communal violence. On April 27, Ashraf was mercilessly beaten to death between 2 and 5 pm on a dirt path near the Bhatirhalli temple and cricket ground in Kudupu. What makes this case more disturbing is that a cricket match was underway nearby. Despite a crowd being present, not a single person intervened or even called the police. According to the report, senior police officials, including the Mangaluru Police Commissioner and the DCP, reached the crime scene that very evening. But even with this immediate presence, the FIR was not registered promptly. Shockingly, an unnatural death report, commonly known as UDR, was filed instead of a murder case, giving suspects precious time to cover their tracks. Despite legal obligations, this UDR wasn't even sent to a magistrate as required by law. Perhaps the most haunting part of the report is the role of the bystanders or the lack thereof. 20 names are mentioned in the FIR, yet no one of the spectators tried to stop the lynching. This chilling indifference points to a community paralyzed by fear, afraid that speaking the truth may bring them harm. The report says clearly a climate of fear has taken root and silence is seen as the safest option. The report is scathing in its criticism of the Karnataka state government, particularly the Home Minister, who allegedly made unverified public claims that Ashraf had shouted Pakistan Zindabad before being lynched. This false narrative was then picked up and amplified by media outlets, fueling more hatred and potentially justifying the mob's actions. This was not only irresponsible but dangerous. From failing to preserve the crime scene to ignoring CCTV footage, the police investigation was riddled with serious flaws. Witnesses and nearby vehicles were not traced. Ashraf's family was denied access to the UDR and post-mortem reports. And despite senior officers visiting the site, they claimed ignorance of the crime, something the report calls implausible. One of the key organizers of the cricket match, Ravindra Nayak, a former BJP corporator's husband, was reportedly present during the incident. Yet, he wasn't named in the initial FIR. The report questions the deliberate delay in investigating his role. The report also highlights the police's complete disregard for the Supreme Court's landmark Tehseen Poonawala judgment, which laid down strict protocols for preventing mob lynchings. Ironically, the officer designated as the nodal authority to enforce this judgment wasn't even aware of its major directions. As a result, several accused in the Ashraf case secured bail due to delays and incomplete charges. Mohammad Ashraf's death is not just the murder of one man, it's a terrifying sign of what happens when the rule of law crumbles and hate is allowed to thrive. It reflects a system where minorities are dehumanized, justice is delayed, and society remains silent in fear. The report calls for urgent steps, transfer the case to the CID, appoint a special public prosecutor, provide compensation to Ashraf's family, crack down on hate speech, train police in secular values, and set up fast track courts for mob lynching cases. This is a wake up call not just for the state but for all of us. Justice delayed is justice denied, and silence in moments like these is complicity. That's all for today. If you like the content we provide, please subscribe to the Upfront and press the bell icon to get notification of all our updates. Please share our videos and educate others. Thank you.